When people change, everything has the potential to change. Commandment 6 of Tenacity's client retention principles. It became a commandment because no matter where in the world we traveled, we saw that simple truth. When people change, everything has the potential to change. And because it was a significant threat everywhere we went, it had to become a process, or we had to develop a process to deal with it. That process is Transition Lite. And it's a very simple but powerful process. As long as you conduct a meeting within the first 30 days of a key client showing up in the web of influence. Simple because it simply covers who we are, why we were hired, what we've accomplished so far, what we're working on now, and where we're headed. If you think about it in terms of past, present, and future. Simple process, but a powerful one that will distinguish you from your competition.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Congratulations on your new responsibilities here at NewCo.
Thanks, Steve. I'm starting to learn my way around a little bit better. I'm not getting lost quite as often.
Good. Well, we're glad you're here, Matt. And of course, you know, we enjoyed a very good and productive relationship with Marty, your predecessor. And we've been NewCo's partner here for just about the past 3 years. Of course, Marty acted as our direct liaison, as you will be, we understand. And we worked closely with him, as well as with Bonnie and Jan. But Marty was the key disseminator of the information here at the company relative to Tenacity.
Well, I'm sure that I'll rely a lot on Bonnie and Jan during this transition, but clearly we're under a pretty heavy mandate to look closely at everything that we've been doing throughout the entire company, just to make sure it fits in with the overall vision.
Great. We look forward to that, Matt. That's a part of my reason for asking you to sit down with us so early in your tenure here at NewCo. And of course, I know that you came from outside the company, and this whole idea of client retention consultants may be somewhat new to you.
I've not heard that much about it. Can you educate me a little on it?
Yeah, thanks for that opportunity. I'll give you kind of the Cliff Notes version today,
okay,
and then certainly we can go deeper at your discretion. But at Tenacity, we are a client retention consulting firm, and for nearly 30 years, our mission has been to help our clients hold on to the clients that they've worked so hard to acquire. We found that many companies make the mistake of over-investing in the new business process, the acquisition of new clients, and they tend to under-invest in keeping the clients that they already have. So building the account management skills of the organization and improving retention rates is really, really important. We've developed a process called Clients for Life that helps to get at that. When the retention rates of the company improve, not only is it extremely profitable, but also it improves the reputation of the company for providing quality services, and indeed it even helps in the new business process. So while we do this through this formal process of Clients for Life, I have some materials that describe it, specifically the 2 books that we've written, that'll help you go deeper at your discretion.
Great. Well, at the risk of throwing you a softball, how's it been working here at NewCo?
Well, thanks for asking. Actually, we started just about 3 years ago because management at NewCo recognized that client losses were too high and that competitive pressures were increasing, so holding on to those existing clients was ever more important. As we always do when we start, we got the senior leaders of NewCo together to really understand what their expectations of Tenacity would be in this process. And Marty typically coordinated that effort as the liaison to disseminate the information and the results.
Well, that'll be my role as well. Mainly, I would like to know important information first. I don't want to hear about things that are in my area of responsibility from either peers or my bosses.
Yeah, of course. And while our relationships with Bonnie and with Jan are long-standing, we'll certainly focus that information directly through your office.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So when we started, Matt, just to take you back in time a little bit, client losses were about 9.2% year over year. That was the attrition rate when we began. And that was resulting in lost operating profits to NewCo of just about $3.2 million per year. During the most recent 12 months of our 3-month engagement, those client losses have been reduced to 3.8%, and that's resulting in retained operating profits of just over $2 million per year, and in fact is a return on investment in your investment in Tenacity of just about 7-to-1.
Wow, those are impressive numbers, but I think I'd really like to review and understand them though.
Sure. Well, and while we make sure that our numbers are fully scrubbed with Wyatt, your CFO, it's important, Matt, that you not only understand, but in fact endorse those results that we've been able to achieve. So getting attrition to a level under 5% and keeping it there was the most important expectation that we had. And as you can see, we're achieving that, and Tenacity is indeed self-funding.
So you've just seen Steve document the past. And it's easy to do if you've followed the Clients for Life protocols, if you've had a transition meeting, if you had expectation sessions, and if, as we suggest, you follow up relentlessly and document your successes. But the past is the past, and you only have one chance to tell your story. Now it's time to focus on what's truly important to the client, and that's what happens on their watch.
But we clearly recognize that that's in the past. That was then, and this is now. Marty's gone, you're here. It's important that we understand your definition of value and your expectations going forward and work to meet those into the future. So having said that, Matt, what would be your key expectations of Tenacity, let's say over the next 60 to 90 days?
Well, first off, I really want to understand in detail what the process is all about. And within that same time frame, I would like to set through a full account management training course and do whatever else I can do to become fully oriented in the language, the processes, and your people.
I understand that, Matt, and we can certainly make that happen. In fact, I'll immediately send you the schedule for Attitude and Action, which is our training program for the account managers here at NewCo. And it would be great if you could attend a full session. I'll make every effort to attend as well so that we can go deeper into some of the other aspects of Clients for Life at that time.
Well, once we've done that, I would like for you to be available for a deep review on all the expenditures and the results. We'll probably need to include both Bonnie, Jan, and Wyatt in that meeting. I'll start by sending you some dates in October so that you can start coordinating your schedule. I'll take care of a few details on my end, but I mainly need to clearly understand where these guys are coming from on all this.
Great, Matt. We would certainly welcome such a meeting, and we'd look forward to that.
Well, finally, Steve, let me review the contract and the other materials that you've left for me to review here. But other than what we've discussed, I don't want you to change anything in your methods of how you're doing things here at NewCo. Again, just keep me informed as your primary point of contact.
Will do, Matt. Well, I'll summarize the conversation that we've had and the commitments that we've made today. I'll get them back to you promptly in an email, and we'll go forward from there. We look forward to working with you.
That sounds great. Thanks so much, Steve.
Thank you, Matt.
So there you have it, Transition Lite. A very simple but powerful process because you've acknowledged a key change in your world. And while your clients may not have specific expectations to share with you now, that's okay. Because what you've done is indicated that you're interested in being part of their team and their success. And as long as you've done this within the first 30 days, you'll distinguish yourself from every other account manager they deal with. Again, that's Transition Lite. Thanks for watching.